Hello again and welcome back to the PhatPhish Guitar Studio. I'm Dave and today I'm going to be answering a question that was sent in by somebody who used this form here, where you can send me questions to answer on the PhatPhish YouTube channel. This question is quite straightforward. It's what exactly is PhatPhish? You mentioned it quite a few times in your videos, but it doesn't say anywhere what it actually is. Okay, nice and simple. PhatPhish is this. It's a piece of computer software. You can download it from the PhatPhish website. I'll put a link in the information section down there with some useful links for you. And basically it shows you a virtual guitar fingerboard. You can ask PhatPhish to show you where the notes are for different scales. So it's got a database of about 50 odd scales in there. You know, all the major, minor, pentatonic scales, all the modes, a few exotic Eastern scales, chromatic scales, geometric scales, quite a lot in there. And basically you can get it to show you where the notes are for those scales anywhere on the fingerboard. You can select different tunings, you can select different types of instruments if you want to know where the notes are on a regular 6-string guitar, a regular guitar but in drop D tuning, 7-string guitar, 4-string bass, alternative tunings for anything. You can fine tune the way that the virtual fingerboard is set up, and it'll adjust the position of the note markers accordingly. It works with scales. It's also got a database of chords and arpeggios, so you can see all the different types of arpeggio patterns laid out on the fingerboard for you. It will play the scales or arpeggios at a speed that suits you, so you can practice along. Once you know where you're going to be playing the notes on the neck, you can play along with PhatPhish at a given tempo, nice and steady, and you can use that to help build up your playing technique. You can play patterns. You can build your own practice patterns, you know, built based on like alternate notes, 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5 sort of patterns, all sorts of things like that. So much so that there's a separate playlist on the PhatPhish channel, which I'll put a link to in the information section as well. The whole bunch of tutorials that explain in a bit more detail about how PhatPhish works and show you some of the different features that's in there. There's an awful lot. It's been on the go for probably about 12 years now, and I've been adding features over time in response to requests from people like you who say, hey, it's great, but could it do this or could it do that? And where possible I add the features in. It's free to download, it's free to use. It's based on basically like a donationware basis, so if you like it enough to use it and you get some value out of it, then you can go to PayPal and you can ping me a little donation just by way of thanks. There's no set price for it, which is whatever you consider to be appropriate value for you. You can send a donation through if you want. Other ways you can support, there's also a little PhatPhish shop available, again a link in the information section below, where you can get little t-shirts and things like that if you want to donate something in return for the product. And that's it really. It's a piece of computer software, and kind of on the back of that I do online guitar tuition. There's a whole load of stuff that I do on the PhatPhish YouTube channel in response to requests from people for tutorials on particular things, or just asking people have asked questions, and I'll do a video to try and explain an answer to a question. So if you've got a question that you want to send in, then if you go here, fill the form in, send it through, and I'll try and get around to answering that question in a future video. But before you do that, if you haven't done so already, go to the PhatPhish website, go here, download a copy of PhatPhish, stick it on your Windows PC and have a bit of a play around with it. It is a Windows only product. I've had so many requests off people that if there's a version that works on Apple, or if there's a version that works on Android or whatever. Simple answer to that is no, there's not. Just because of a whole bunch of technical reasons. I'm not like an Android developer or a Mac developer. I tend to specialise on Windows stuff, and the overhead for learning and getting to grips with a new platform and developing software, basically it just wasn't a practical thing to do. What there is though, there's like a lightweight version of PhatPhish which you can access through any web browser, so any Mac device, any Windows device, Android, BlackBerry, whatever. If it's got a web browser, you can go here, and there's a cut down version, if you like. It's the same sort of virtual fingerboard, and you can get it to show you the notes of the scale, a whole load of different scales and different tunings. Not as many features as the full PhatPhish product, but say if you're using a Mac, then full PhatPhish, it really isn't an option, but you can use the web-based version instead. So that's that. Hopefully whoever it was, I don't think you sent your name in, but to whoever it was that asked me that question, hopefully that's cleared things up for you. Thanks for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed this, then please click like, subscribe, and all the various other options down there that YouTube gives you. And I'll see you in another video next time. Bye for now.